Good.
Good. Recording. Awesome. Well, here we are. We have our table already set up. We already rolled for our mission type. We rolled a 4, which is... Wait, no. Sorry. We rolled a 1, which is seize ground. Then we rolled a D3. We got a 4 on the D3 roll for 2. So we already placed our 2 objectives. There are 12 inches, at least 12 inches apart and 12 off board edges. Now we also rolled for our deployment zones, which is we're going to be playing a spearhead mission. So now we're going to roll for our deployment. Billy? I roll a 4.
I roll a 6.
So he gets to choose which corner he wishes to have.
I will be deploying from that corner, actually.
Alrighty, so he's got basically this little circle here that he can't go in 12 inches from the center of the board. So
we will agree that the tip of this is...
No, we will not agree, because that is not. It's actually back further.
Alright, so I can't deploy beyond the edge of this.
How's this? You see that? You see that die? That's the center of the board. Right. And now you have to take 12 inches off that center.
And go all the way around.
Yeah. So you have anything from that straight back this way and along that table edge.
Will we be declaring this building as ruined?
For purpose of the game, sure.
Thank you.
As long as they're all ruins, I don't care.
Quite good. Alright, I will be deploying first. Billy, for sake of the game, would you like to assist me in
moving your stuff? No. Oh, I'm an asshole. And remember, your cannons are... You can run them as 2 separate units because you do have the points to...
There wasn't 2 inches.
Yeah.
I'll move it back if you want. Or I'll keep one of the grunts over here.
Yeah, sure, why not? Not that it really matters.
Well, we should be playing for the rules. I mean, this is a how-to film.
True, it is a how-to rule.
Okay.
Normally, you would need 2 inches, which is basically this guy standing right underneath them to say yes.
All right, well,
but technically, you can also, since we have the points and we didn't say as such, and we have no, and his list has the for his Forzorg, he doesn't have 2 heavies, so he can just say they're 2 separate cannons.
Okay.
So that's what we'll do in this case.
I'm going to be moving my grots into position right now.
So he continues to deploy anything and everything he wishes to. Now, for my guys, yes, I have a few guys that aren't totally what you see is what you get at the moment. I'm still working on this list. I'm still painting the models up.
I'm still to paint as well.
No, you just need to paint. They don't count.
Well, we are running my bikes differently. We should probably go over that.
Well, yes, we did run his bikes differently this time, since, and no. Remember, this half. Anything over there is bad no-nos. But we are running his bikes as, instead of the 4 groups of 5 that we had in the group of 4, we're now running 2 squads of 12. Squad A is going to be the white and silver bases, and he has 2 painted guys, so we're going to say that the painted guys are the knob, are the knobs for both groups. So he's actually got it pretty well set up over there.
I'm going to be keeping my jet bikes off of the table. I need to deploy my 20 troops, which I should be doing right now. You sure you're not going to help me set up my bikes, man?
Yes.
Alright. How far out am I allowed to deploy here?
You're not allowed to deploy past this straight edge. Anything on this platform and this half.
Okay.
Sorry, Dugan's a little new. He's thinking, oh yeah, I got all that there. He actually doesn't have a lot of space.
Well, I also have a lot of models.
Who's the one playing a horde army? I don't want to hear the bitching. Quantity over quality, my friend. Quantity over quality.
I could be a Tyranid player.
You could be an id player. And then it's still mainly.
I'd have carpal tunnel.
Yes. And with those breeders, you could breed 130 models a game. I mean, what? Yeah, seen it. It's not pretty.
We don't want people to know how to beat us or nothing. Well, actually, you could probably take a nid on to that one.
Oh no! Last time I played at 2,000 points against nids like that, no, they chewed me up. But then again, they had Imperial cannons and they took out all my heavy shit before I could even blink. They took out my anti-horde right away.
All right.
But at that time, I made a few boo-boos and I had to change my list. Vindicators are lovely, but they die really
White
quick.
and silver are running together, right?
Yes, white and silver.
I'm not gonna have the room to deploy all these. Yeah.
So while he finishes up deploying, I'm going to measure out my table edges to see where I need to at least go from.
Alright, and the painted models will be the ones with the claws for each squad, correct?
Yep. That is very good, sir.
Okay. And brown and red are rocking together. Correct?
Correct. Correctamundo.
Pretty cool. Have a good one, bud. It's gonna be tight, but I'm gonna make it work. I have a couple more orcs over there I need to throw over here. But after that, I will be deployed.
And as you can see, he just has this wall of bikes and everything in that one corner.
I'm missing a couple of toys yet. Tape measure, orcs, dice. We should be using the dice box today just because I think more players should use that.
Alright.
What do you think about that? I think it was a good system.
So, Grassy Knoll, of course, is our lovely grassy knoll for everything else is a ruin. And this here is a giant hill, which is counting as both.
Difficult and dangerous, or just difficult?
Well, it's just difficult. The lava, of course, is dangerous.
Yes.
Difficult, dangerous. But the cover save from this lovely hill will be zilch, but or maybe a 5-up best. The same with that hill over there.
Alright, your turn to deploy, bro.
So, it is now my turn to deploy. Alright, almond breeds over there, of course. Oh man, it took that orc player forever. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how I could not deploy in 30 seconds.
Keep talking, keep talking.
I will keep talking, because I love to hear the sound of my voice.
Product placement. This feature film is brought to you from 1up Collectibles.
And Red Bull.
And Red Bull.
And I just lost
I got you.
an assault. I just lost a hurricane holster. Probably good for you, but no.
Here you are.
I want that.
All's fair. Yeah.
All's fair in death and war. Remember, there's lovely, lovely people on there that you went to chew. So now I'm taking my lovely Devastators and shoving them in windows.
So he gets this nice little cover save.
So I get a cover save, and I see you. Or when I shoot some missiles. Sergeant, actually. And we're going to say the sergeant is one floor down.
There's still no alternative, safe alternative to smoking.
Yes. But I'm trying to quit. Which is a blatant lie. Don't let him get you there, folks. He's not trying to quit.
Yes.
Yet.
I'm getting there. I'm making progress.
Mm-hmm. Progress.
Haven't bought a pack of cigarettes in how long?
Well, buy or had someone buy for you. Ouch! The burn.
What's this? Why is the space screen player taking so long to apply?
I know. I do have a few models here. But it's almost done. Almost done. As Peter would say. Almost done. Just wait. Almost done. Almost done. Okay, done. Let's get you to the hospital.
How many drop pods are you rocking today? Just one?
I only rocked just one. Mainly because I only had one.
I thought you had two more drop pods.
Well, I have two, but only have one painted. And of course my librarian and his crew of awesomeness are in their lovely Land Raider.
For fellow orc players, that usually means pain.
And death and suffering.
Wow, you really want to control that objective, buddy.
It is an objective-based game, so I'm just going to say I'm deployed because I'm out flanking with all my scouts.
You're out flanking with your scouts, alright?
Good luck.
Good luck.
And now it is that time to start the game.
Alright, you gonna try to steal initiative?
Well, of course I'm going to try to steal the initiative. That would just be the best, if I could. And I don't. So, turn 1 to Forest.
As with anything, movement phases first.
Yes, yes. The noob says movement phase. He does like to shoot before he moves stuff.
This isn't about my downfalls, but...
Yes, it is about your downfalls. We all make noobish mistakes. So which one is actually Doc in?
Doc will be in this one today. He's less, he can shoot, he can't.
Hmm?
Oh, he can't shoot, he can, because he flatted out the 13.
That flatting out, if you look in your rule book, doesn't, it counts as 12, dumbass.
Well, fair enough. He didn't move 12, he only, not even 10.
Yeah, well, no. Even if you move 12, it's a fast vehicle, you can
Yeah.
still shoot one gun.
Okay. They only move 6 inches. Nah.
So what are you rocking today, Forrest? Besides a lot of bikes.
Well, I got 2 12 squads of bikes with the infamous Wazdeca. It's my HQ, big fan. I got a squad of Grots 10 with the Run Harder, 2 cannons with the Got crew, 20 boys with the Knob, with the dock runs next to one of those trucks. Cyborg bodies, healthy investment for you New York players, trust me. And a couple of killer cans.
Who's got the cyborg bodies?
Cyborg bodies are going to the bikes today, and my jet bikes, which I'm holding in reserve, which are on that table over there. Okay, that is. Now I gotta move Waz. I will also be moving flat.
It's actually just called a Celtic Dream.
Oh, the carpal tunnel syndrome. So how far can your bikes move?
12 inches standard,
Mm-hmm.
and 18 and not shoot if they move flat out.
Mm-hmm. So Forrester is opting to move those guys as fast as he can. Of course, the guys in the back, they didn't really get anywhere, but oh well, it happens.
Could you hold that for me for a second, though? Right there's good.
Yep. So I'm just helping Forrest out here hold the tape measure to where 18 inches would be for his bikes.
I am just going to follow him in.
So the rest he's just going to fall in. He's going to try, of course, to avoid this lava at all costs. I don't blame him. Lava hurts.
Alright, I am going to keep my boys back here for defensive purposes, believe it or not. Movement is complete. I'm going to be using my cannons to shoot.
Which cannon shooting first, since we said that they're two separate cannons? Point at it.
My high cannon here will be shooting the dreadnought there that has no arms today.
That has no arms today. Okay, he's got a 36-inch range. Do you got me? You are out.
I am out of range. I roll anyway, don't I?
No,
Okay.
it doesn't. That's not. You were. You. Of course, you were going to use your crack missile
Yes.
instead of the frag.
Yes. I will be using my other cannon to shoot that dreadnought.
Shoot this dreadnought.
See if we got range.
Once again, you take 36.
I'll hold it from the base.
And no. Right where my finger is 36. You are outside.
Okay. That is the end of my turn one.
So, my next turn. My next trick, Jesse Owen.
Bleeding spell, sad spot.
So, I like picking the nice steady spot on that to say where I'm moving from and go right to that spot. It's always good to pick a spot and not a tread because it gets gray area really quickly of how did you move, where did you move, can you actually do that, and we're going to give that a slight pivot.
Wobbly model rule. Look it up. It's worth knowing.
Well, wait, I only did that just so I could fire all my weapons into your poor little bastards there that are called bikes.
Yeah, they're gonna get hurt.
And he is going to try to lug 5 inches to this lovely terrain. And then, of course, I need some dice. I have a combat squad in my tactical squad, since I'm a Marine, and I have combat squads. I'm going to combat squad, and I did. So, the heavy squad, the squad that I like to say has the heavy weapon, they're going to move through cover. I take 2d6 and I roll 4s. So I can move up to 4 inches with this unit, which is going to, pardon my fatness, get me up top.
Billy is now in the lead by controlling 2 objectives.
I only controlled 1.
You don't have an objective back there?
No. And the troop choices are the only ones that can score in normal games. Remember that lovely Brick Spring Assault that we just played at?
Yes.
We had a special rule where anybody with a weapon skill could hold objectives. So Blushik said, unless of course it said they can't hold objectives, which would be a slew of things. Death Company being one of them.
Tau sniper drones off the top of my head.
Yes, Tau sniper drones.
Regular wolves from Space Wolves.
Yes. The wolves, the wolf that friends wolves. So now I have the Argent task of placing my lovely death pod. So where is that stupid die? I'm just going to keep my dice there off the board.
Right there.
Yep. I'm going to keep that off the board. And now I want to see, where do I wish to place my lovely Jackpot and Dreadnought?
Probably right there, if you want to make this really hard.
Or I could do exactly what I'm going to, which is do whatever I damn well please.
You're going to drop it behind my bike squad.
I'm going to drop it right there, trying to stay an inch away from everything you got, which is very difficult. We go off the fins, don't go by the doors when you're measuring the inch away. I take my scatter dice, and I roll it dead on, so it's going to land right there. So I get to place my lovely ironclad somewhere in this general vicinity. We put them there. Now remember, Dreadnoughts have this lovely ability where they can pivot 45 degrees before they actually do any of their movement and shooting. So he's going to basically melt a lot of people. And unfortunately we don't have a flame template with us today because I lost mine at the tournament. For shame. But I believe it's an 8-inch long device that gets wider as it goes. So we'll just be eyeballing, or at least confirm with both people to say what we got. So I moved that, I moved those troops, I ran those troops, and I moved my lovely, leave it to me to make a table that I can get through. Jack's bag. So, once again, I'm going to move a few more guys before we actually do anything.
How's the umbrella?
Yes, I know I now moved them to cannon range, but it could be worse. So, we move them, and now it goes to the shooting phase. Shooting number 1. I check my line of sight. To see what my lovely Marines here can do. They're actually going to shoot at your cans.
At the cans?
Yes. Okay. They have a 48-inch range. Let's check. Range. With crack missiles. I am...
Unit 1. So you get the squad.
So I can hit the whole squad. Which is actually very lucky. I was just inside range. I'm going to be using the signum from my sergeant to say, hey, keep your ballistic skill 2 this round. So I roll my hits. 1 does not hit with a 2. Roll off 7, I need 3s. The guy with ballistic skill 5 needs a 2. So there's strength 8 weapons, all of them. So he has toughness, he has lovely, lovely armor 11 on the front of his lovely guy, so I say 11 to 3, I need 3 to glance for a tie, and if I want to penetrate him, I need a 4. I rolled 1 glance and 1 pen. Now we check to see if he actually has cover saves. If I can see 50% of his models from here, he does not get a cover save, which he does not, because I can see 2 models full. So, I'm going to count the red dice as my penetration hit, and this lovely gray one as my glance. So I rolled a 4 on that, which goes to a 2, and a 2 on the other one. Can't move, can't shoot. Squadron rules say that we don't care. So that shooting went to nothing and said nothing. Now, next, I'm going to be shooting my lovely Dread. He's got a heavy flamer on that close combat weapon and a built-in multi-melt on a seismic hammer. So I measure out 6, since the flame template is roughly 8 inches long. Would you say not?
No flame template, yeah.
So basically we would say that's the back of 1 Dread, or I can pick 4 bikes. Would you say?
I'd give you 4, but that's about it.
So I can get 4 bikes, or I can get 3 bikes and 1 of his Dreads. I'm a cocky son of a bitch. I'm going to go for 3 and 1 of the Dreads. So that's the hit. I automatically hit since it's a flame template weapon. Now, the bikes I'm going to need 4s for. It's a strength 5 weapon. I need a 5 to glance and a 6 to pen and that red one is into the kilocan. So I roll. So I have two wounds. Strength 5, AP 4, no cover save. So he would lose 1 model from the... Wait, he has invulnerable save, so he has 2 5-up saves to make now. He fails 1 of them, so he takes a wound. So he would be taking a wound on a boy, but he also has a melt shot coming in as well, which he's going to have to make a cover save for. Once I hit, I don't wound. Right. So he doesn't have to do anything.
I do not have any wound tokens,
so
I use these.
So he's going to borrow 1 of my wound tokens. I'm going to run that lovely Dreadnought behind the hill there to get him up on that hill.
They sell them at the dollar store, they're kind of cheap.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure even Lee sells them upstairs. I should have gone with that first.
I don't think I bought them actually out of state. So he moves.
Really?
So he climbs up. Just enough. He only rolled a 3. That gives him the climb up that 3-inch jump.
Alright, you aren't assaulting.
I still have more shooting. Because I still have my lovely, lovely Land Crusader, and I still have 2 of my lovely, lovely Dreadnoughts.
Alright.
So now I decide who I want to shoot next. Since his plasma cannon is actually eating the, I don't think, did I do that right there? Or was he up? He was up. Let's see the lovely models. So, I take my lovely guy there, and where's he going to shoot? Since he's nestled in there so lovely, I'm going to shoot into his large squad with a missile, with a plasma cannon, and this guy also has autocannons. Range on the plasma cannon is 36, autocannon is 48. I am in range. So I then grab 2 dice and my scatter die. And I pick a target. I'm going to say it's going to be this guy's head for this guy's that wheelie bike for maximum effectiveness. So I roll my scatter dice, and that's going 10 inches that way. Well, 10 minus my ballistic skill, which is 4, which is 6 inches over yonder. 6 inches from him. It's going to place me out on those rocks. I don't even need to place my blast template. And then I get my 2 autocannon shots. They're twin linked. I got a 3. They are strength 7 to his toughness 2. To his toughness 5, I need 2s to wound. He has 2 armor saves now to make. Since it's AP4, actually it's AP4, so he had 2 cover saves. Since the bikes have an automatic cover. Which he fails both, so he would remove 1 model from the lovely group.